Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Welcome to this week's What's for Dinner. I have some goodies to share with you guys that I'm so excited to share, so I hope you guys are excited too. If you are new, my name is Missy and we do What's for Dinner every single Sunday here on my channel. So if you love What's for Dinner videos, make sure you hit that red subscribe button down below to join my YouTube family. We would love to have you. Also, make sure you introduce yourself in the comments and let me know in the comments down below what is something that is on your meal plan for this week. As always, I will always have the recipes up on the screen right before we start so you guys can take a quick screenshot of them, so you will have them in your phone if you want to make these recipes again. So the first thing that we are going to be making is Salisbury steak. There are so many different ways to make Salisbury steak at home, but this is one of my favorite ways just because it is so simple. So all you're going to do is take the patty ingredients and you're going to add them all to a bowl, and then I like to just mix them with my hands because I feel like it's just much more simple, and then I also feel like it just gets all of the ingredients mixed really well. But I know a lot of people don't like to touch meat with their hands. It's just like a thing, and so if you're one of those people, you can totally use a utensil to mix them up. It does not matter. But so we're just going to start by mixing those all up, and then we are going to cook our patties into a skillet. Once those are done, the recipe I use doesn't say to do this and drain the grease, but you guys, I always drain the grease out because I just think it's just too greasy. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. If you're using a meat that doesn't have a ton of grease in it, you don't have to do that. But for me, I am going to drain the grease out of these, and then I will place them back into the skillet, and then we're going to make the gravy and then add the gravy until it thickens, and then guess what? You are going to have some awesome, amazing Salisbury steak. I also wanted to share this. If you saw my grocery haul, you will have seen we got some Italian green beans to try. We never tried them before, and I will say this is how I made them. I made them with some bacon grease, and then I just dumped the green beans in there, and then I also added some Nature's seasoning to them. And I'm telling you, this is like one of my new favorite vegetables, one of my new favorite side dishes, because this was just so delicious, and I just feel like we're going to be eating a lot of these. So this is what dinner looked like on this night. We just served it with some homemade mashed potatoes with some of that gravy over the top. This was so good, and of course I had to add some more pepper, but it was so delicious. So the next thing we're going to be making is Flaky Stromboli. This was so easy, you guys, and this was so good. If you have kids, I know this is going to be a great recipe for you. So all you do is you take 2 rolls of crescent rolls. The first roll you're going to lay down on your greased baking sheet, and you're just going to want to make sure you pinch all those edges where you would make a crescent roll out of. Make sure you just pinch those all together. That way it just forms one nice dough piece. Here I'm going to be using mozzarella cheese and pepperoni. So I laid down mozzarella cheese first, and then I laid down some pepperoni, then cheese on top. And then you're just going to take your other roll of crescent rolls and put that on the top of that and kind of just smush them together. And then I decided, the recipe that I saw didn't say to do this, but I decided to, make it my own. I always encourage you guys, it's your kitchen, do what you wish. Add things, take away things, whatever you want to. You could put so many different things in this. You could use sausage, you could put peppers. I think a lot of veggies would be really good in this. And so what I decided to do after I put the top layer of the crescent rolls on there. I just took some butter, melted that, added some onion and garlic powder to that, and then I just brushed it on top, and then you're just going to bake it at 350 degrees for 20 minutes, and it's going to come out amazing. We served ours with a side salad. You could choose so many different sides for this as well, but I did want to share with you guys that this is what it looked like whenever it was done and it come out of the oven. It just looked so good, and it was so flaky and delicious. And like I said, we just served ours with a side salad, and it was so cheesy. If you don't want to use that much cheese, you definitely don't have to, but we are definitely a cheese family around here. So the next thing we're making is just some simple chicken Alfredo. I do not buy Alfredo sauce from a jar anymore. Once I learned how to make my own Alfredo sauce at home, it was just simple for me. And so Alfredo sauce in a jar tasted nothing like it does homemade. So this is some chicken that Jameson had grilled the week prior, or the weekend prior, which you guys will see if you're subscribed to our vlog channel. You'll be able to see that over there. And then, so all I did was heat up some of that chicken and add some Zatarain's blackened seasoning. And then here I'm going to start on the Alfredo sauce, and I'm just going to take some butter and some I'm going to melt the butter first. Once that's all nice and melted, I'm going to take some heavy whipping cream, about 3 cups, and I'm going to warm that up. And then I'm going to add some onion and garlic powder to that. And then I'm going to add some shredded Parmesan cheese. Make sure you get like freshly shredded Parmesan cheese, or you can shred your own. I am just a weakling and I hate shredding my own Parmesan cheese. No. So I just buy it already shredded. I am going to use this whole tub, but I like to add a little bit, get that nice and melted, add a little bit more. If you find your Alfredo sauce is too thick or too runny, add more, either heavy whipping cream or more cheese. This is what it looked like. Turned out delicious. Now we're going to be making Crunchwrap Supremes like Taco Bell. These turned out so good. I was so impressed with these, and honestly, you guys, I liked them more than I liked Taco Bell's. So all I'm doing here is browning up some ground beef, and then I'm going to get to chopping some tomatoes just to have on these as well. These were so easy. Brooklyn helps me make these actually, and as you guys know, I always love to have the kids in the kitchen. I cannot say that enough, but I do like to have the kids in the kitchen just so they can learn. Brooklyn is 15. She's going to be moving out soon, and so I just want to make sure that she has some life skills and life hacks for when she does move out and go on her own. I know it's like 3 years away till she turns 18, I understand, but it's never too soon to teach your children life hacks and life lessons. So I'm just taking a large tortilla, adding that ground beef, some cheese sauce that I picked up at Aldi, and then I'm adding a tostada shell. And then what I'm going to do from there is I'm going to add some sour cream on top of the tostada shell. Then I will add shredded lettuce, and I will add tomato. Now, I have seen a few people don't add the small tortilla on top after they're all done, and it kind of just makes everything fall apart. But I had saw a video where they took a smaller tortilla, and after they've placed the tomato, the lettuce, sour cream, and the other shredded cheese on top, they will add a small tortilla, then wrap it up and fry it. And I will tell you that I'm glad I did that, because I feel like it really held everything together. So if you're making Crunchwrap Supremes or you've made them before and you don't use the tortilla on top and you're finding that everything's falling out, just get a small flour tortilla and put on the top like I just did there, and then wrap it up. And then all you're going to do is I have a skillet with some oil in it, and then you're just going to fry it until it's nice and crispy on both ends. I also wanted to share this quick tip with you guys. I use a pizza cutter to cut so many things: grilled cheese, sandwiches, Crunchwrap Supremes, all kinds of different things, quesadillas. So that is just a little tip I have for you. Your pizza cutter is not just for pizza. So this is what they look like, and like you guys, I told you guys, sorry, these were just amazing, and they tasted better than Taco Bell, and the kids really loved them. So I just wanted to let you know, if you make anything from today's video, I would love to see a picture over on Instagram. It's just Love Missy XO. I hope hope you guys have a fabulous, fabulous rest of, or start to, I guess not rest of, but start to your week. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Remember, you're amazing. I love you guys so very much. Have a fabulous rest of your Sunday. Bye.